Thank you, Adi. Thanks for the introduction. Teman-teman semua, so happy to be here. I know it's early, jam 9 ya di Indonesia, Jakarta. And I would like to spend the next 90 menit untuk share bagaimana kita bisa bareng-bareng belajar menggunakan LinkedIn dan mungkin hopefully kita bisa improve LinkedIn profilnya kita. Nah, sesi hari ini akan lumayan interaktif, jadi mohon diminta participation-nya untuk semuanya juga. Dan thank you so much for all the organizer dan committee untuk udah mengundang saya ke virtual job fair ini pagi hari ini. So, without further ado, let me just kickstart my presentation.
First impressions can be hard, but it's always good to start. Be it showing up for class the first time or the first chat with your peers. Eventually, it all works out. Just like that, taking those small steps to build your LinkedIn profile or sharing your experiences can be a lot easier when your network is out there to encourage you. Take your next step with LinkedIn.
Hello, everybody. So thank you so much for joining me today. Basically, in the next 90 minutes, as I mentioned, saya akan membantu semua audience hari ini bagaimana kita bisa membangun network kita dan juga use LinkedIn to advance our career. Okay? As what Mas Adi mentioned, I'm actually part of the LinkedIn Talent and Learning Consultant di Asia Pacific, currently based in Singapore. Today's topic will be how to elevate your LinkedIn profile. Let's get it started. So I will introduce to you what LinkedIn is all about, and also untuk define apa sih professional brand untuk kalian semua, dan mungkin share bagaimana kita bisa build LinkedIn profile together. Also at the same time your professional network, dan juga memakai network kalian di LinkedIn untuk mendapatkan kesempatan-kesempatan whether it's about work or about networking and etc. And lastly, I want to share with you juga bagaimana kita bisa search pekerjaan atau internship maupun sekolah-sekolah di LinkedIn. Alright. So, this is our company's vision to create economic opportunity untuk setiap member of the global workforce, right? And we have our mission, which is to connect to the world's professional untuk satu, make them more productive, dan dua, lebih successful, alright? And why LinkedIn? Our value proposition definitely lies in connecting to opportunity. Whether it untuk membantu kalian connect ke future employers-nya kalian, atau mungkin dapat kenalan-kenalan baru di LinkedIn. This is what we do as a platform. Just a bit of sedikit data tentang LinkedIn. Currently kita sudah ada lebih dari 750 million, by the way, around the world. More than 57 juta company yang sudah mendaftarkan diri mereka di LinkedIn. More than 14 million jobs, 38,000 skills, 120,000 schools, dan lastly, knowledge yang sudah di-exchange lebih dari 443 billion. Alright? So, as compared to other social media, let's take a look the difference between LinkedIn dengan other social media. So, I'm sure mungkin some of us suka makan donat ya. Kalau di Facebook, mungkin kalau kita post di Facebook, we will say like, I like donuts. Nah, kalau di Snapchat, watch me eat a donut, right? Nah, kalau di Instagram, here is a cool photo of my donut. Karena kan Instagram kan very visual ya, a lot of pictures. Untuk Pinterest, here is a donut recipe. And my favorite, Spotify. I'm listening to donuts. And lastly, WhatsApp. Anyone want a donut? Because this is more like a chat conversation sort of messaging platform. Now, kalau di LinkedIn, this is how it looks like. I hope to operate a donut franchise one day. I'm looking for a job at a donut company. Interesting. I have 3 years of experience making donuts. My top skills are donut production and sales. And lastly, here are 3 recommendations from former donut colleagues. Right, let's take a look at the next slide. Building your professional network ya, and untuk connect ke opportunity. So currently, as I mentioned tadi, lebih dari 50 juta employers sudah di LinkedIn. Dan sudah berjuta-juta open opportunity yang sedang dibuka di LinkedIn juga. And more than 700 million professionals in over 200 negara di LinkedIn. Alright? Dan kalau we talk about the groups, sudah ada 2,9 juta groups on LinkedIn untuk membantu kamu grow your komunitas. Now, before we begin, I want you to understand the key terms. First will be workforce, connections, network, dan referral. Workforce itu sebenarnya referring to people who are currently working, seperti saya, or available untuk bekerja di region yang spesifik. Nah, kalau connection itu, basically we are referring to konteks-konteks di LinkedIn, di mana kalian bisa add connection by sending invitation to other people. Alright? Layaknya social media. Nah, kalau network ini basically a connected community of people. So, I'm sure kita semua tahu networking is very, very important, apalagi in today's digital era. Lastly, referral. When a job seeker is recommended for a career opportunity by someone in his or her network, this is what we call referral. All right, so let's kickstart on professional brand. Now, professional brand ini penting sekali in today's world, apalagi kan sekarang dunia recruitment, dunia cari pekerjaan juga sudah evolve, right? So I want you to really ask yourself what makes a good brand and identify your brand and also show to the people that you are the right choice. So I'm sure a lot of us here are Apple fans, right? So if you take a look at this slide, sebenarnya tuh brand itu is a company's promise to customer, right? It tells customer apa yang mereka bisa expect dari company in terms of produk dan service-nya mereka juga, right? It also shows how produk-produk mereka itu bisa lebih unik dari competitors-nya mereka. Nah, kalau saya compare Nike versus Adidas, how do you decide which kind of shoe you like more? I mean, personally, I love Nike over Adidas. And also question yourself, what does each brand promise to its customers? What can you expect from a Nike Air versus an Adidas high top? And bagaimana sih mereka itu beda gitu in terms of the brand, in terms of the design and the style and etc. All right, now let's come and make the focus on you. So the question is, who are you, right? So maybe you will ask, oh, Fernando, so I have my own brand? Yes, of course. Sebenarnya kita semua itu mempunyai brand kita masing-masing. Your brand is your promise to those people around you. Likewise, example yang tadi aku share untuk Nike dan Adidas, right? It tells people what they can expect from kalau mereka kerja dengan kamu dan when they are around you, alright? And it also shows seberapa unik sih kalian compared to people around you as well. And definitely you can shape your brand by the way you present yourself to other people. let's talk about the value of your own brand. Why choose you, right? Bagaimana sih, kenapa sih employer tuh mesti milih kamu compared to milih orang lain, right? And what do you promise your employer or sekolah kamu atau timnya kamu? What can they expect from you? And seberapa unik sih kamu compared to your, let's say, your classmates, for example. So it's definitely important to show that you are the right choice. Your brand includes who you are now. So most importantly, of course, skills, network, information. And I want to take a pause here. By the way, there will be a lot of information, so I want everyone to take note. So back to this slide. When it comes to the skills, your school matters, work experience, dan juga skill yang lumayan spesifik ya, yang sudah pernah dipelajari di kelas ataupun di pekerjaan sebelumnya. Nah, kalau network ini, how you are to be around and work with, and information basically your areas of expertise dan wisdom. Let me explain further. What you want to do in the future. So these are the two things, right? If you look at the pictures here, respect, responsibility, honesty, value-nya kamu itu apa sebagai individual, sebagai professional, right? What are the important things that are meaningful to you, right? And in terms of goal juga, 2 atau 10 tahun ke depan kalian maunya jadi apa? Where do you want to be at? Alright, so definitely ini penting banget untuk show yourself, nggak cuma kalian dan brand kalian. Bagaimana sih kalian bisa menjadi pilihan yang paling tepat untuk company dan mungkin orang-orang sekitar kalian, right? Decide what you want people's first impression of you to be. Based on activities yang sebelumnya tadi, bagaimana sih kita bisa make a strong LinkedIn profile impression, right? In terms of in front of your professionals and LinkedIn as well. Dan bagaimana kita juga bisa stay active on social media untuk build online presence kita. And also be careful what you post on social media, including LinkedIn, yang bisa harm your professional brand. Alright? So, these are the few simple steps bagaimana kita bisa build LinkedIn profile kita. First, very easy. Kalau mungkin teman-teman di sini belum punya LinkedIn profile, quickly go to App Store or Google Play. This is if you are downloading through your mobile, yeah, you visit LinkedIn, or you can visit LinkedIn.com on your desktop. Alright, so you may click on the sign in button and just follow the instruction how to set up an account. Alright, now I want to move on to profile versus resume. Sebenarnya banyak banget perbedaan-perbedaan antara LinkedIn profile dan resume. For example, kalau untuk LinkedIn profile itu, it speaks to all potential employers, not just a single one. Kalau resume kan biasanya kita kirim ke targeted companies, right? Now, secondly will be, it definitely explain a little bit more detail in terms of your skill. Mungkin project-projectnya kalian, interest juga, certification. Nah, ini penting banget sih teman-teman yang udah punya Microsoft certification, for example ya, bisa dimasukin di LinkedIn profile-nya juga. And also, it allows other professionals, maybe like myself dan Mas Adit dan teman-teman di sini semua, untuk bisa interact, untuk bisa belajar dari satu sama lain, dan juga bisa kontak-kontakan juga. Alright, dan juga di LinkedIn itu kita ada recommendation dan endorsement. Nah, ini aku akan explain lebih jauh nanti. Alright, so the first step is definitely take a great photo. Kalau bahasa Inggrisnya picture speaks 1,000 words, right? And make sure foto ini truly represent you. Misalkan kalian designer as compared to a banker. Of course, pakaian yang kalian pakai bisa dicocokkan sesuai dengan profesinya kalian. Members yang mempunyai profile foto will receive up to 21 kali lebih banyak profile view dan 9 kali lebih banyak connection request. Alright? Dan just remember, do not use a background yang lumayan distracting. Try not to do that. And then smile, karena kan kita mau di-view sebagai someone approachable, someone friendly, dan make sure your face take up a majority of the frame. Biasanya the rule is 2/3 of this circle should go to your face. Karena imagine kalau let's say saya lagi nge-view profilnya kamu di handphone, kalau fotonya kamu udah kecil, di handphone akan lebih kecil lagi. Alright, just remember that. And of course, good lighting, high resolution is very very important. Jangan kalau saya diklik nanti fotonya jadi blur, fotonya jadi grainy. It's not a very good impression to your network as well. Alright, so ini bagaimana kita bisa edit profilnya. Alright, basically kita bisa add location and industry. This is a must. Education dan certification. Mungkin ada teman-teman yang lulusan dari certain university. It's very important to put the right university, right? And also sertifikat-sertifikat yang udah pernah diperoleh pas masih di bangku sekolah. And also some of you mungkin sudah punya pengalaman internship, itu bisa dimasukin juga. Dan skill-skill ini penting banget. Skill bisa dibagi menjadi hard skill dan soft skill, keterampilan lunak, alright? Dan juga pengalaman volunteering. And lastly, mungkin sudah menjadi member of a certain organization, ini bisa dimasukin juga, alright? So, next slide. Headline. Nah, kalau kita lihat nih teman-teman di foto ini, headline ini penting banget. Ada, for example, the first picture on my left, design thinking meets social impact meets business strategy. Ada juga yang describe diri mereka sebagai head of client strategy and business development at Beyond. Beyond is a company name. Now, headline is an opportunity untuk show siapa sih kalian, gitu kan? So, now ini ada beberapa tips nih teman-teman untuk menulis headline. So, ask yourself, kalau this is the only thing someone see, what does it say about me, right? Terus, secondly, does this represent my professional brand? And apakah ini menunjukkan saya ini sebagai orang yang lumayan unik? Alright, and lastly, does it capture what a recruiter would care about? Recruiter itu kan orang-orang yang nyari-nyari talent on LinkedIn, basically. So basically kita bisa lebih tactical juga kalau nulis-nulis headline, biar bisa di-capture oleh mereka. Alright, so now this is one of my favorite part. Basically, kalau di LinkedIn itu ada section namanya summary, right? Summary ini sebenarnya is one of the best place for you untuk berkomunikasi. Bagaimana sih kamu mau di-view in terms of professional brandnya kamu, dan kamu juga bisa taruh experience-nya kamu. Now, to start off, mungkin bisa dimulai 1 atau 2 kalimat about yourself, 3 to 5 sentences about your experience, top skills, and also passion kamu apa, right? And lastly, mungkin 1 or 2 sentences about future goal-nya kamu dan bagaimana other members can engage with you. So, mungkin as a rule, a summary should not go more than 40 words. Karena, as I mentioned, kalau people view your profile on handphone, it will look very long. Dan mungkin kadang orang males juga kalau baca terlalu banyak, right? So now let's talk about how we can build professional network. Aku nggak touch ini terlalu banyak karena nanti the next speaker will expand and talk more about how we can help you to build your professional network. But just to give you a bit of idea, basically these are the few ways you can actually build your professional network. First will be to discover existing connection-nya kamu di LinkedIn itu yang siapa yang udah existing. Dan mungkin dari sana juga kalian bisa cari connection yang baru. Dan of course, kalian juga bisa pakai LinkedIn platform untuk expand network kalian lebih strategis lagi. Alright? Now, did you know that more than 50% of hires result from a personal connection? This is really powerful. If we look at the power of networking, let's say, for example, I'm connected to Mas Adit, right? So Mas Adit is my first degree of connection. And mungkin Mas Adit punya teman di universitinya Mas Adit, and which I do not know, that probably becomes second degree. Maybe this friend her name is Alice, right? And Alice has another friend who is currently living in Surabaya, for example. Nah, ini of course aku juga nggak kenal. This can be my third degree connection. As you can see, the connection gets wider and wider. Nah, kalau di LinkedIn ini sebenarnya this is very powerful. Even kalian nggak kenal second degree atau third degree, tapi kalau let's say aku tag atau share a post yang ada Mas Adit di post aku, connection Mas Adit, whether is a third degree atau second degree, akan lihat bahwa Mas Adit sudah di tag oleh saya. Dan dari sana kita juga bisa take this networking on a higher level as well. All right. Now, let's say you want to connect with someone on LinkedIn. It's always important untuk customize invitation-nya. Mungkin kamu kenal orang, belum kenal, tapi pernah dengar pas mereka lagi in the same school, for example, atau orang ini kenalannya teman kamu. So you can introduce yourself. For example, hey, Alice, I'm Fernando. I got to know you from Adityo. Would love to connect with you on LinkedIn and stay in touch, for example. And kamu bisa kirim send invitation ya di sana. Alright. Now, as I mentioned earlier, bagaimana kita bisa start to build network kita? It's through discovering existing connection. Existing connection ini bisa dimulai dari mungkin orang-orang yang paling dekat dengan kita, right? It can be teman-teman kita, family members, mungkin kolega-kolega sekarang atau former colleague kita, mungkin former boss kita juga atau current manager. Alright? So basically di LinkedIn ini ada fitur people you may know. So you may want to explore fitur ini, dan dari sana mungkin kalian bisa tahu, oh sebenarnya ada teman-teman kita yang sudah punya LinkedIn profile. Let's connect with these people. Alright? And secondly juga, you can search for new connection, right? Ada search bar at the top of the navigation, di mana kalian bisa search by name. Let's say ada temannya kamu kasih tahu, okay, connect with me, Fernando Marzuki. So you can search my name on the search bar, or you can search by company. For example, you want to get to know people who are working in, let's say, Gojek or Pertamina, you can just search by the company. And also you want to get to know people by location. Mungkin mau kenalan orang-orang di Bali, atau di Semarang, atau di Singapura, Malaysia, anywhere in the world. Right? You can just type by location. And also keyword. Keyword ini mungkin bisa jadi keywordnya profesinya mereka, atau any other keywords that you would like to search, which is not within name, company, and location. Alright? So, basically after clicking connect, you can send your invitation. So I already share with you how you can customize your invitation, and then you just click the send button. All right. And this is a few ways you can expand your network biar lebih strategis. Sometimes you can ask yourself, siapa ya yang mau aku reach out di LinkedIn? So some of the tips can include people yang mempunyai something in common dengan kalian, atau mungkin people who have a job or work at a company that interests you. Mungkin dream company-nya kamu Google Indonesia, dan kamu bisa mulai ke Google company page-nya mereka dan mulai expand network kalian by connecting with people in Google Indonesia, for example. And also lastly, people who may be able to connect you to someone yang bisa membantu kamu achieve your goal. Alright, so mungkin you can introduce yourself by saying who you are and bagaimana how you came across their profile. Mungkin kenalannya ini, atau mungkin you were just browsing randomly and etc. And also you want to tell them bagian mana sih mereka bisa membantu. Alright? And you also can use your network on LinkedIn to connect to opportunity. Nah, yang tadi aku share earlier, our company value proposition itu untuk connect to opportunity. So this is what you can use your network for. You can use your network untuk message connection, untuk ask for informational interview, dan untuk request referral is also important. Then you can also request recommendation. I will explain to you later. And lastly, add value and engage. All right. Did you know that LinkedIn members are 4 times more likely to get hired when referred? All right. So send messages to your connection directly from the LinkedIn messaging page, your connection page, also their profile page. Now, the second way for you to use your network is to ask for informational interview. And for example, kalau kita lihat di foto ini, this person, Kate, is asking Erin how she can have a 20-minute chat over the phone to explore career in communication, for example. The purpose of this is basically satu, to gain advice on your career path, two, to learn about industry you are interested in, and three, to learn about a specific company you like to work for, and lastly, of course, to establish your professional brand. All right, and this is very, very important. You can also request for referral. For example, kalian chance upon a job in a company yang it happens to be your dream company, and you happen to know this person on your network called Seth, and you want Seth to provide a referral untuk kamu bisa apply for the job in that company, right? So what you can do is kalian bisa write message ke Seth, for example. You have to tell him, of course, what is the role that you are interested in, and also you have to be polite, right, and appreciate for their consideration. And just remember, more than 60% of the workforce itu sudah refer someone untuk kerja di company-nya mereka. In fact, let's say kalau kalian dapat referral untuk company itu, application kalian will automatically be at the top few. Jadi emang the power of referral is very, very important, right? And this is what I want to emphasize as well. In LinkedIn, kita bisa minta recommendation. Nah, recommendation ini bisa dari mungkin teman-teman kuliah dulu yang pernah kerja project bareng, atau mungkin dosen-dosen atau other employers di tempat kalian internship. Nah, this is very important untuk mereka share in terms of testimoninya mereka ke kamu. Now, this is important juga karena this is one of the great way untuk kamu bisa build professional credibility. For example, your previous employer write you a very good recommendation about your skills, your work ethics, and also your experience. Nah, dari sana future employers juga bisa cocokkan dengan skill-skillnya kamu, dan oh ya, dari testimoni ini memang kelihatan ya orang ini is really hardworking, very detail oriented, very organized, and etc. Alright, so you can also add value and engage with your network. Basically invest your time in your connection. You can also like and share that people in your network will care about. You can also join groups and exchange insights with school or program alumni. And lastly, you can give testimonial and recommendation to others. And these are some of the ways you can search for jobs, and the next speaker will explain this in more detail, but I just want to show you how you can actually look for jobs, internship opportunity, and also school on LinkedIn, right? So you can first show recruiter your hashtag open to work. I'm sure teman-teman di sini sering lihat ada badge warna hijau di LinkedIn profile yang tulisannya open to work, right? And you can actually use this to search for career opportunity. And also you can create such alerts. For example, you are interested in jobs in marketing communication. Nah, kalian bisa search alert. Let's say kalau ada marketing communication job yang baru dirilis, akan ada push notification ke kalian. And you can also review jobs you may be interested in as well. Lastly, you can also follow companies on LinkedIn, as I mentioned earlier, and you can also explore schools and alumni. Nah, ini alumni is very, very important. I will explain to you a little bit more in a short while. Did you know that more than 34 juta job seekers actually menggunakan LinkedIn every week, right? So this is how they use it. When they are looking for a job, you can show recruiters you're open to work. Basically, you can add the job title atau the kind of job and location you are interested in, and also indicate apakah kalian available immediately atau cuman casually browsing, and choose whether you also want to share whether you're open with all LinkedIn members or only recruiter. Jadi sebenarnya open to work hashtag ini, open to work button ini bisa deactivate, bisa di showcase cuman ke recruiter, or you can choose to show it to the rest of your network on LinkedIn. Now, you can also search for career opportunity by using the following keywords, whether it's by job title, by company, location, function, experience, and even the date posted. And lastly, as I mentioned, you can create search alerts. So these are some of the keywords you can use when creating search alerts. All right. And you can also review the jobs you may be interested in. For the best job recommendation, make sure you fill the following information. Satu, work experience, skills, location information. These are very, very important, yeah. And you can also follow company, as I mentioned. Mungkin if you're a coffee drinker like me and you want to work in Starbucks, you can follow their company page. And dari sana kalian you will be able to stay on the top of their current news, topics or trends. Dan mungkin kalau lagi ada lowongan kerjaan, you will be the first person to know as well whether there is a job opening for Starbucks Indonesia, for example. And do remember to check out the live section. Sebenarnya live section ini showcase who they are as a company, culture-nya mereka seperti apa, what kind of values they believe in, and mungkin there is some professional development or internship opportunity. And you can also explore school, find and view the latest news from school, sekolah-sekolah yang kalian sudah pernah attend, atau mungkin interested in attending. So kalian bisa filter by schools using the search bar. And lastly, this is important nih, untuk mungkin teman-teman yang sudah mau lulus kuliah, just remember, if you can search for your university on LinkedIn, do remember to follow the alumni part as well. You can click alumni, you can search for people who live in the same city maybe, atau mungkin kebetulan ada alumni dari universitas itu yang kerja di company yang kalian lagi incarin. Nah, this is a good time for you to connect with these people as well. And you would also be able to have a conversation with some of the alumni yang mungkin pekerjaannya itu suatu profesi yang kalian want to develop at the end of the day. Now, maybe you can send a message saying that, hey, I know that you are working in the oil and gas industry. This is an industry I'm interested in as well. Boleh nggak kalau kita ngobrol? I just want to understand a little bit about your industry, for example. All right. And we have 2 extra credit, additional features and guidance to help you advance your career. So first, you can join groups and you can set privacy setting. So this is the last few slides. You can find and join groups of professionals on LinkedIn by filtering based on professionals or even alumni of your school or training program. And lastly, untuk privacy setting, kalian bisa klik on the me icon at the top, and in the drop down menu itu ada setting dan privacy. Nah, di sini kalian bisa manage preference-nya kalian. For example, you can change the language you use on LinkedIn, whether it's English or mungkin bahasa Indonesia. You can also change your password and control your notification preference. So that is pretty much the end of my presentation. I will just take a pause here. Yeah. And so I have the next part of my presentation. Let me just pull out my phone for a while. Mas Adit, just give me a sec, yeah? Yeah. So Mas Adit, I have a few questions which I like to ask the audience. So I probably need your help to look up for the answers. So siapa cepat dia dapat. All right. So I have 3 questions. Just remember to read out the answers for me, and then I will tell you whether it's the correct answer. And if it's the correct answer, Mas Adit mungkin tulis namanya and get the person to connect with me, and I'll be more than happy to have a one-on-one session with this person. All right. So the first question. All right, everyone, ready? How many percent of the workforce has referred someone to work at their company? Let me repeat the question. How many percent of the workforce has referred someone to work at their company?
Ayo teman-teman, siapa cepat dia dapat?
Alright, any answer so far, Mas Adit?
Oh, ini ada Kak, dari Ardi. Ardi.
Yep.
Kemudian ada Okira 60%. Oh, ada Ardi 60% dan Okira di jawaban kedua 60%.
Yes, the answer is 60%. Correct. So, who is the first person to answer, Mas Adit?
The first person to answer is Ardi, Kak. Ardi.
Okay, great. Mas Adit mungkin tolong tulis namanya Ardi. And Ardi, hi Ardi. Feel free to connect with me. My name is Fernando Marzuki on LinkedIn, and we can talk. We can have another one-to-one session. Bagaimana aku bisa ngebantu kamu untuk LinkedIn profile. Great. Thank you. Glad everyone pay attention. So, second question. Why asking for recommendation is important? Kenapa sih minta rekomendasi itu penting? Alright. Come on. Siapa cepat dia dapat?
Ayo teman-teman, menangin kesempatan buat one-on-one sama Kak Fernando nih teman-teman. Ini kesempatan yang nggak bisa dilewatin sih kalau kalian ingin mendapatkan resume atau LinkedIn profile yang pasti HRD lirik lah, bisa dibilang.
Yep. Come on everybody. Ini jangan-jangan Ardi lagi nih.
Oke, ada atas nama Masum meningkatkan peluang diterima kerja, Kak.
Yes. Mungkin let's wait for another answer. Ya. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mas. Ya, sorry.
Ada lagi, Kak, namanya Arsi, kata dia, untuk meningkatkan kredibilitas skill dari yang kita punya.
Very good. That is the correct answer, RC. Thank you so much. Yes, Mas Adit, please write down RC's name. RC, please connect with me, okay? Thank you so much for paying attention. Yes, why asking for recommendation is important? Because it helps to build kredibilitasnya kalian di LinkedIn, right? So, my last question, okay? There's no bonus, yeah, no bonus point, just the last question. Can you name me 3 ways you can use LinkedIn for? Okay? Pakai LinkedIn itu untuk apa aja? Okay? 3 ways. You can name me 5 if you want, but I'm just asking for 3. All right? Time is ticking. Come on, everybody. Any answers so far, Mas Adit?
Oh, ada ini, tapi Kak Anonymous sayang sekali yang jawab pertama. Dia build not working, looking for job, dan juga bisa buat looking for jobs.
Alright, tapi nggak ada namanya, Mas ya?
Namanya sayang banget. Ada lagi nih Anonymous lagi nih Kak, katanya karena biar tahu testimoni seseorang bekerja di perusahaan tertentu.
Nah,
Terus sayang banget ya, kenapa harus Anonymous? Ini ada juga Kak dari Raka, yaitu membuat recruiter untuk lebih percaya.
well, I think these are really, really amazing answers. Thank you so much. But no worry, karena anonymous. If you can connect with me on LinkedIn, I'll be more than happy to have a session with you. But otherwise, I look forward to speaking to Asi and Ardi as well. Kebetulan banget ya namanya Arsi Ardi. Anyway, so yeah, let's let's
By
come
the way
to
Kak, ada sekali Kak, dia yang jawab tidak.
okay. Can you share with me?
Rudy untuk promosi diri sendiri, mencari kerja.
Correct. Yes, you can do that as well. Yeah. So why not we take down Rudy name, and Rudy, please connect with me, yeah, on LinkedIn, and I'll be more than happy to have a one-on-one session with you. All right. Thank you, Mas Adit, for helping me on this. So now let's come to the one of the more interesting part of this presentation, a little bit more interactive in a way. Mas Adit, I want you to take note. Can anyone in this audience who is confident enough to let me see your LinkedIn profile, maybe, and I can share my screen and we can together, talk about your LinkedIn profile, how we can improve the different section of your LinkedIn profile. I just need one brave soul, one brave volunteer. You can write your name in the Q&A chat box, and Mas Adit, maybe you can type the name for me, then I can search on my linkedin.com and I will show the profile to everyone. So anyone, don't be afraid. This is a really good opportunity ya. Kesempatan yang bagus untuk dimana kita bisa belajar bareng in terms of untuk bantu polish LinkedIn profile. Ya. Mas Adit, siapa cepat dia dapat again. So the first person yang would like to volunteer himself or herself, yeah, just let me know.
Oke, teman-teman. Oke, ini ada nggak cepet banget, namanya Okira Abdillah.
Okay. Coba can you write me in the chat for me so at least I can search for this person's profile.
Oke.
Okay. Give me a sec, ya. Okira Abdillah. Thank you, Okira. I love your spirit and support. Okay, Mas Adit, I have a question to Okira. Is he a junior network administrator? Mungkin, maybe, Okira, you can answer my question in the Q&A. Are you a junior network administrator right now? Sorry, I think the last experience is information technology officer internship. I saw a few names coming in. I think one name will be good for now. So, Mas Adit, can you confirm with Okira if his last position is actually internship for IT officer?
Yes.
Okay.
Katanya Kak Iba. Yes.
All right. Sure. So what I will do now is, teman-teman di sini, I will share Okira's profile. Mas Adit, can you tell me if you can see my screen?
Udah bisa, Kak?
Bisa ya?
Mm.
Okay, great. Thank you, Okira, for volunteering yourself. I can see that you have put up a photo. Dan of course di foto ini ada badge warna hijau ya, hashtag open to work. So I assume kamu sebenarnya lagi looking for job opportunity juga sekarang, right? Now, by the way, what I want to share with you is how we can improve quickly on all the various section of your LinkedIn profile. Now, if I click on your photo here, now it will be better kalau we show a little bit more of your face. Mungkin 2/3 dari lingkaran ini can be your face, okay? And so far, I feel the resolution is okay, the lighting is okay, the background is okay, and your attire is okay. Mungkin Mas Okira bisa smile a little bit more to show that you are, more friendly and approachable as well. All right. Now, currently you have 42 koneksi, and of course ini bisa diimprove ya, 42 koneksi, karena kan LinkedIn sebagai sosial media untuk profesional, alangkah baiknya kalau network kita bisa dipertingkatkan lebih baik lagi. And I also like the fact that you already put a bit of introduction about yourself. For example, kamu share bahwa kamu sebagai fresh graduate dari SMKN 2 Bogor, dan ini ada majornya juga di Computer Network Engineering. And also aspirasinya kamu, hopefully you want to find your first job. And ini ada beberapa experience kamu in the past where you have actually gained some knowledge how to manage hotel network with Cisco Meraki, and etc. Right. So this is great. Mungkin satu pointer, mungkin bisa di breakdown paragrafnya into 2 supaya kalau bacanya itu lebih gampang. Right. Now, this featured section very interesting. Apparently you are a blogger yourself, ya, Mas Okira. So you actually featured some of your personal writings as well. This is great. And I saw that 1 jam yang lalu you commented on someone's post, which is great, right? So karena kembali lagi ke LinkedIn ini sebenarnya engagement is very very important. Jangan cuman engage atau post something on your profile once a year, right? It's always very important to engage on a regular basis. Yeah, so let's look at the experience. Now, Okira, I want you to maybe expand your job description a little bit more. Then let's say, I know that this is only a 3 months internship. Mungkin kalau ada achievement yang bisa di-highlight, mungkin bisa dimasukin di sini juga. Karena biasanya future employers, they would love to read a little bit about what you have successfully done for their company. Dan gak cuma future employers, recruiters juga interested to read about that as well, right? And if you have any other internship experience, coba mungkin bisa dimasukin under section pengalaman ini. And also for education, this is great. And also more importantly, license dan sertifikasi. Now, kalau kamu udah punya Microsoft certification atau sudah pernah take some of the training courses, sudah disertify di skill-skill tertentu, ini bisa dimasukin di sini. Alright? And karena di sini kalau kita lihat ada issue date-nya, ada credential ID-nya, dan ini bisa membantu untuk meningkatkan kredibilitasnya kamu juga, for example, right? Apalagi kalau kamu belum punya pengalaman pekerjaan. Now, untuk skill, I always tell people, if you have it, flaunt it ya. Jadi maksudnya kalau punya, just be confident about it. Just put down your skills on your LinkedIn profile. Skill ini kan nggak cuman hard skill seperti cloud computing ya. There is also soft skill, keterampilan lunak, right? For example, communication skill, project management skill, interpersonal, problem solving skill dan sebagainya. Nah, ini yang aku lihat di sini, ini semuanya hard skill, Mas Okira. Coba mungkin bisa dimasukin sedikit untuk soft skillnya juga. Alright, so as I mentioned tadi juga during our presentation, kita bisa masukin volunteering experience juga. Mungkin Mas Okira udah pernah bantu atau kerja sosial di certain organisasi, that would be great as well, right? And interestnya juga mungkin ada company-company yang Mas Okira interested to follow. Nah, ini kebetulan banget Mas Okira sudah follow my company News Asia, LinkedIn News Asia, Tokopedia juga, dan sebagainya. This is great. I assume some of these companies are probably all have inspired you in your work. And I can see that a lot of information technology companies here, a lot of tech or e-commerce company juga di sini. Alright? Now, I want you to take a look at my personal LinkedIn profile here. So, I would not say that this is the best version, but I want to tell you that this is a slightly more complete version. Nah, kalau di sini, as you can see, behind my photo, I have a cover photo. Right, so Mas Okira dan teman-teman di sini, kalian juga bisa masukin cover photo. Let's say kalau kalian tidak familiar dengan dimension atau measurement-nya, kalian bisa Google LinkedIn cover photo dimension. Nah, dari sana akan dikasih tahu what is the pixel and the dimension. Alright. Now, under my name, this is actually the headline. So, as you know, I'm a senior talent and learning consultant untuk LinkedIn, dan kebetulan juga saya menjadi seorang ambassador untuk membantu network saya polish LinkedIn profilnya mereka. So, kalau bahasa LinkedIn-nya itu rock your profile, right? Dan I'm also involved in social impact as well. Now, currently I have more than 4,000 followers, so definitely I want to increase this more. And my location is Singapore, karena memang saya base di Singapura. My current company is LinkedIn. My education is Murdoch University. Jadi teman-teman remember to actually put the correct education as well, right? So these are some of my featured section. I used to have a lot of time to draw when I was a kid, so I want to showcase that I have the creative side of me as well. Now, these are basically the summary of all my activity, right? 3 days ago, I posted something. 1 week ago, I posted something. And when it comes to posting something, you also have to think about your audience, right? Audiensnya kamu itu siapa? Apakah mereka interested untuk baca apa yang kalian posting? Dan posting itu nggak cuma mesti nulis-nulis. Kalian bisa share artikel, bisa share foto, even video, atau mungkin kalian mau write a post or a blog, topik-topik yang lumayan dalam, mungkin yang menurut kalian bisa interest audiensnya kalian di sana. Alright? Now, under about section, I like to break things into a few paragraph biar bacanya lebih gampang juga. And so these are my experience. And just remember, kalau let's say udah nggak kerja di previous company, do remember to put a stop to the timeline. Nah, kalau kita lihat di sini, aku last working experience di company ini November 2019. Setelah itu aku lanjut ke LinkedIn November 2019 sampai Januari, dan setelah itu saya sudah dipromote jadi senior dan sebagainya. So, timeline ini penting banget biar employer tahu durasi employment-nya kamu sekarang dan sebelumnya itu seperti apa. Oke? Dan juga as I mentioned, kalian bisa tulis achievement-nya kalian. Nah, ini ada responsibility, mungkin nggak sebanyak ini ya, bisa di reduce mungkin 5 atau 5 job description, nggak perlu panjang lebar, dan masukin achievement-nya kalian juga di company itu, right? Now, kalau under education, these are my degree in public relation and communication media study, dan license dan certification-nya saya ada beberapa. Volunteering experience, kebetulan banget I'm involved in this organization called Save Our Street Dog, and I want people to know what is Save Our Street Dog, and also I want people to know what I do for Save Our Street Dog, which is I raise funds for this particular charity organization. Now, let's come to the more important part. This is the skill. The skill ini, as I mentioned, bisa dibagi jadi hard skill dan soft skill. Nah, kalau teman-teman lihat di sini, ada beberapa ini sebenarnya soft skill. Nah, kalau Facebook dan Photoshop ini kan lebih ke hard skill ya. Kalau leadership ini lebih ke soft skill. Now, in LinkedIn juga, networknya kalian bisa endorse skillnya kalian. So, of course, the top 3 skill will go to the top of the list. Dan kalian juga bisa take skill quiz untuk further validate skillnya kalian juga. Apakah benar-benar nih kalian pintar untuk graphic design? Nah, ini bisa di further validate by taking the skill quiz. Okay? And moving back to my profile. So, as I mentioned, in LinkedIn kalian bisa dapat rekomendasi dan memberikan rekomendasi. Nah, kebetulan banget aku udah dapat 7 rekomendasi nih teman-teman. Dan aku juga bisa kasih rekomendasi ke orang-orang, for example. And lastly, if you speak different languages atau ada language proficiency yang mau di-highlight, you can put it in your LinkedIn profile. And under interest, nggak cuman company yang aku follow, ada influencer seperti Richard Branson, even Bill Gates yang aku follow on LinkedIn, because I'm interested to know what is happening in their profile, what kind of topics they are sharing on their newsfeed. Dan under company juga, these are some of the companies I follow, which is a lot. And of course, I'm part of a HR group juga, LinkedIn company group, and of course my previous alma mater ya, Murdoch University, Singapore Polytechnic, dan sebagainya. Now, so basically this is how my profile looks like, and very, very important to remember is to always engage with your network and treat your LinkedIn profiles. Satu, of course, is a professional brandnya kalian, tapi think of it like a digital story-nya kalian. Nah, of course, digital diary ini kan mesti terus-terusan diupdate. Even kalau kalian one day sudah dapat pekerjaan, always important to remember to update. Jangan tiba-tiba kalau lagi cari kerja aja, LinkedIn-nya kembali aktif gitu. So, basically that's what I want to share so far. Now, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I want to open the floors for any question and any burning question you want to ask, and feel free to put it in the Q&A chat box, and I will probably need Mas Adit help again kalau ada beberapa question yang bisa kita go through. Maybe we can take about 3 to 4 questions in view all the time so that the next speaker can come in at 10:30 Jakarta time. Ya, Mas Adit, I need your help ya kalau ada beberapa pertanyaan di Q&A.
Oke.
Di sini sudah ada beberapa pertanyaan dari para peserta. Yang pertama dari Rudy, untuk membuat resume untuk seorang fresh grade itu baiknya seperti apa?
Okay, thank you Rudy for the question. Of course, sebagai fresh graduate kan mungkin belum ada full-time employment dan sebagainya. Kalau memang sudah ada opportunity internship, alangkah baiknya kalau bisa dimasukkan under the employment, itu satu. Kedua, skill itu penting banget ya. Pasti banyak skill-skill yang kalian sudah dapatkan pas di bangku sekolah, right? Soft skill, hard skill. Nah, itu tolong dimasukin skill-skill di LinkedIn profilnya itu juga. Of course, the basic kalian juga udah mesti punya foto yang bagus, yang tadi saya udah share. Dan summary sectionnya juga dibagusin lagi. Supaya next employer atau recruiter tahu siapa sih kalian, personal and professional, backgroundnya kalian itu seperti apa. Education juga very important, masukin locationnya kalian, masukin yang tepat, right? Juga certification, right? Mungkin sudah ada beberapa courses yang kalian udah pernah ambil dulu, yang sudah pernah di-certified, udah pernah dapat sertifikat, itu bisa dimasukin juga. So basically, itu dulu, always start with the basic, start with the fundamental, make it strong, make it good, and slowly increase your network. Itu sebenarnya itu saja sih pesan saya. Nah, kalau lagi memang mau cari kerja, kembali ke how you can use your network. Mungkin kalian bisa ke alumni sectionnya di sekolahnya kalian, cari tahu siapa sih alumni yang kerja di company yang kalian desire, atau mungkin ada profesi yang kalian benar-benar interested. Kalian bisa ngobrol sama alumni-nya kalian. Dari sana kan memang sudah ada common ground-nya ya. Udah, oh by the way kita dari same university gitu. I noticed that you work in this company. I noticed that you're currently working as a finance person. I want to understand a little bit more. So that is some of the ways you can do. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Yeah. Do we have the next question?
Oke, ada.
Okay.
Dari Lily, saya ingin mengetahui sistem pendataan algoritma dalam mekanisme LinkedIn yang bisa saya terapkan di akun LinkedIn saya agar mudah ternotifikasi oleh HRD perusahaan-perusahaan yang ada di LinkedIn agar saya mendapatkan hasil manfaat yang maksimal dari aplikasi LinkedIn.
Yeah. Thank you Lily. Thanks for the question. This is quite technical ya. But anyway, this is a very good question karena memang di LinkedIn ini kita bekerja melalui algoritma, ya kan? Kalau bahasa Inggris itu kita nangkep keywords-nya, ya kan? Likewise, a resume juga kan memang kita mesti highlight keywords. I feel, for example, you can start googling mungkin kalau untuk bidangnya kalian tuh keywords yang sering muncul itu apa, dan mungkin coba bisa dimasukkan keywords itu as part of your LinkedIn profile. Itu satu. Bisa coba diaktifin juga beberapa setting di LinkedIn, for example open to work, di mana itu kan bisa visible depan recruiter, kasih tahu pesan ke recruiter bahwa saya sebenarnya lagi cari kerja sekarang. Itu satu. Terus kedua, kalian bisa activate search alerts yang tadi aku share. Search alerts ini berupa company alert juga bisa, atau job alert. For example, you are interested to work in finance in this company or that company. You can activate that search alert. Nah, ini kan istilahnya akan di-push ke kamu juga. You let the technology work for you in that sense. And other than that, basically that's that. Just really focus on your basic profile dulu gitu, and make sure network kamu juga makin banyak, and engagement kamu juga bagus di LinkedIn. Share things that will interest your audience, dan sebagainya. Yeah. So I may have to move on to the next question in view of the time. Do we have one or two more questions maybe?
Baik, Kak Fernando di sini sudah ada Aditya, mungkin akan dilanjutkan selanjutnya kepada Adit, dipersilakan.
Thank you. Yeah, sure.
Oke, Kak, sorry ya.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Issue in my house. Oke, jadi next Kak ada pertanyaan dari Muhammad Rifai. Dia nanya, bagaimana tipsnya Kak agar LinkedIn kita beda dengan banyak orang? Wanted to be different.
Yeah, I feel really it's about your personal story, right? Karena nggak bisa dipungkiri personal story kita kan beda dengan orang lain, and that makes you you, that makes you unique, right? Just be really authentic, use your authentic voice on LinkedIn. Itu satu bisa membedakan kalian dengan orang lain, ya kan? Kedua, mungkin lebih ke engagement sih kalau menurut aku ya. Think about bagaimana kalian bisa meningkatkan engagement, quality dan quantity-nya juga. Of course, jangan terlalu sering post juga, karena kan ada namanya social media fatigue, ya kan? Mungkin bisa 2 kali seminggu, jangan setiap 2 jam gitu. Karena di LinkedIn kan ada setting di mana mereka bisa decide if they want to see your post or not. Nah, jangan sampai mereka activate that kind of setting, karena mungkin udah kecapean ngeliat postnya Fernando terus gitu kan. Tapi menurut aku sih to really use your authentic voice, whether is when you are describing yourself as a personal and professional individual, also when you are posting something, when you are engaging with your network. Karena menurut aku recruiter zaman sekarang itu suka explore candidate nggak cuman based on resume. Kadang mereka go to Instagramnya mereka, ke social media platformnya mereka, cuman mau lihat bagaimana sih orang ini berinteraksi dengan orang-orang lain gitu. Yeah, so I feel just to be really the authentic you. Itu sih menurut aku. Mas Adit, mungkin we have one more question.
Ika, aku mau nanya sih sebenarnya, aku yang mau nanya. Jadi
boleh. Last slotnya ke Mas Adit ya.
Jadi aku mau nanya ini nih. Wait. Jadi tuh kan kadang tuh ada rasa apa ya, urge atau males kayak udah ngupload CV nih di LinkedIn, ngapain sih harus ngupload yang lain, nanti juga toh company ngeliatnya di CV-nya aja. Terus kayak aku mau nanya, itu seberapa pentingnya sih kita untuk melengkapi semua yang ada di LinkedIn dibandingkan orang yang setengah-setengah aja. Kedua juga kadang tuh kalau di mana ya, mungkin di circle aku kayak ngerasa orang-orang kayak pada kita tuh udah ngerasa berkoneksi ini di LinkedIn, padahal kita sebenarnya nggak berkoneksi kan.
Okay, right. Maybe I answer the first question dulu ya. Menurut aku sih LinkedIn itu bisa menjadi suatu extensionnya resume kalian, di mana kan resume nggak mungkin 10 page gitu ya, 10 lembar gitu. Paling mentok-mentok paling 2 page gitu kan, 2 atau 3 page. Nah, LinkedIn itu bisa memberikan cerita lebih banyak lagi tentang siapa sih diri kalian, misalkan skill-skillnya kalian. Even sekarang juga di LinkedIn sebagai social media platform ini kan bisa menunjukkan future employer kalian, engagement pattern-nya kalian gimana. Dan things that cannot be described in resume, kalian bisa masukin di LinkedIn. Aku pernah encounter beberapa resume di mana mereka masukin LinkedIn profile linknya mereka di sana, di mana recruiter bisa klik and further understand about this person. So menurut aku sih it should go hand in hand. And apalagi sekarang dunia digital, right? Lebih banyak lagi, a lot of people are spending more time on the screen. People have more time to look up for your profile. And menurut aku sih, LinkedIn profile can bring your personal identity to life. Lebih real, gitu kan. Daripada kita baca words black and white. Yes, resume is good for a start. Tapi beyond that, bagaimana kalian bisa menjual diri lebih banyak lagi? Nah, ini lewat LinkedIn. gitu. So, Mas Adit, the second question, I'm not too sure. Can you mungkin elaborate sedikit tentang on the second question?
Jadi kayak misalkan nih, kayak yang tadi kakak bilang, kalau misalkan kita punya mutual dengan orangnya, terus kita ingin berkoneksi, tapi kalau misalkan kita kayak cuman klik connection doang, kan orang-orang tuh kayak, oh ya koneksi aja sebatas apa ya, kayak cuman tahu aja gitu. Tapi kan sebenarnya tujuannya berkoneksi bukan untuk itu kan, kayak aku kayak mungkin kasih tahu ke teman-teman di sini kayak seberapa pentingnya untuk kita say hi atau kasih heads up dulu ke apa ya, orang yang kita koneksiin, dibandingkan kita cuma koneksi doang habis itu percuma jadi database yang nggak akan pernah kepake gitu kak.
Iya, of course it's back to the objective juga kenapa kamu mau connect dengan orang itu. Whether it's looking for a job atau memang cuma pengen kenalan aja ya. Kadang kan ada profile-profile yang lumayan interesting. Alangkah baiknya juga masukin personalized invitation note juga di sana kan. Hey, saya Adityo. I chance upon your profile. I find your post very interesting, very insightful. I would love to be in your network. I have sent you a connection request. Hope to speak to you soon. Nah, itu kan setidaknya udah ada heads up-nya dulu sebelum mereka terima connection-nya kamu. The rule of thumb is mungkin kamu bisa mulai dari orang-orang yang kamu tahu dulu, orang-orang dekat, family and friends yang tadi aku udah share di slide presentation. Itu namanya existing connection. People you may know. Itu kan ada fitur itu ya. Kamu bisa explore di sana dulu. Jadi nggak jauh-jauh gitu kan. Orang-orang yang deket-deket. Mungkin teman kuliahan dulu, teman sekolah, your ex-lecturer, for example. Atau even family members kamu yang happen to be on LinkedIn. Nah, dari sana mungkin kamu kenalan dari, oh, my family member punya teman ini yang mungkin aku kayaknya pernah ketemu atau, nah mungkin dari sana bisa connect lagi. Tapi beyond that juga bisa lebih taktikal juga. Taktikal misalkan kalian baru lulus dari kuliah, lagi mau cari kerja di certain company atau certain industry, kalian bisa mulai connect-connect dengan orang di company itu, mungkin HR personnya di sana, atau misalkan kalian tahu hiring manajernya siapa untuk company itu, kalian bisa langsung connect. Hey, nggak apa-apa, jujur aja bilang, I understand that you're currently looking for this position. I am Adit. I just graduated from blah blah blah. Here is my resume. Would love to be considered for a first chat with you, for example. Nah, menurut aku sih there is no right and wrong. And last thing I want to share or to end this presentation is that jangan asal connect. Kalau connect itu pasti think about the objective. Kenapa mau connect sama orang ini gitu? Karena kan you have to value your professional network juga, ya kan? Professional network ini audience kamu, orang-orang yang akan eventually berguna untuk either career kamu atau meningkatkan wawasan kamu dan sebagainya. So always come with a very clear objective dan kenapa dan who you want to connect. Yeah. So Mas Adit, I think that will be my answer for you.
Okay. Thank you Kak Fernando. Thank you banget atas segala pemaparan materi yang udah diberikan kepada kita. Sampailah kita ke ujung acara hari ini. Sebelum menutup acara, perkenankan saya untuk menyimpulkan sesi sedikit. Kayak kita hidup di dalam dunia yang digital. We have stuff dan kita punya aplikasi yang bisa mengembangkan nggak cuma skill kita tapi juga networking kita, yaitu seperti LinkedIn. Dan I hope kita semua bisa menggunakan itu ataupun secara maksimal, dan ada kayak misal ketentuan dari company yang kayak harus ini tulis ini rutin, karena ketika kalian memaksimalkan dan kalian akan mendapatkan hasil yang maksimal juga. Nah, sebelum dari acara, aku juga bakal persilahkan Kak Fernando untuk menyampaikan sebuah pesan atau motivasi kepada teman-teman kita di sini agar bisa lebih semangat dalam journey mencari pekerjaan. Kakak.
That's a very good question. Kalau pesan sih mungkin aku end with a quote ya. Aku melihat segala situasi atau permasalahan itu pasti ada jalan keluarnya. So my quote will be, sometimes the problem is not the problem itself, is the way you look at the problem is the problem. Jadi cara pola pikirnya kamu, how you react to the situation. Nah, ini kembali ke cara kerja juga. Kadang mungkin kamu bilang, aduh, aku udah kirim 300 resume kok, tapi nggak ada yang reply ya. Nah, always think about, mungkin that is actually not the real problem. Mungkin kamu terlalu stres kan karena the way you react to the situation dan sebagainya. So that is the quote that I want to share with all of you, and I hope this will help everyone to be successful in any of your career pursuit atau educational pursuit. Yeah, so that would be my last message for everyone here.